everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is One Season Wonders, the show where Meredith and I watch a show that only had one season and talk about it, and probably why it only had one season, which is very apparent in this show.
I mean, we have gone from like the highest of highs we had with like NYC prep to like the lows of the lows.
This is the worst.
Like we need to find a middle ground.
I know. Busch really Brewed. Because I watched NYC prep and I was like, I would have watched a second season of this. This was so absolutely fun.
But you were like also on a high of watching like Gossip Girl. So like,
yeah, I was feeling that show. This show,
it's getting a little better.
I thought this episode kind of sucks.
They just like don't do anything. Like
also, they're bad actors. I know every reality show has a bit of acting because you have to bring up, like, if you watch any reality show, you're like, why would they discuss this on camera? It's because they have to. So it's always awkward. But this family,
not so much acting, but it's staged. Like,
this family does not know how to make stage look normal. And I was sitting here just like, oh my God, I just want to like help them so much.
Like some of these conversations probably already naturally happened, or producers are sometimes producers are making them happen, but they're just making them happen on camera. So I feel like at minimum, these conversations have already all happened off camera if they were going to happen anyways. And so now they're like redoing them and making them more intense to make it seem important.
Personally, I think the mom is the most natural one on camera.
Same.
And then Haley. I think Haley's fantastic. I really like her. I think
I love the mom. The mom is the
mom's
best.
So good.
Jake, I used to love Jake. Now Jake is just on my fucking nerve.
Jake's just a lot. Sometimes I'm like, listen, I think he's a good reality TV kind of person, but I think the surroundings he's
good for the fun stuff. He's not good for these like serious like drama.
I don't know why he's part of the family. I'm confused. I'm over it. But yeah, so before we continue to dive into this trash mess, check out our other podcasts. It's about the pasta and summer is fun. Please be sure to rate, subscribe, review. This is our highest rated podcast because I'm pretty sure only Meredith and I have rated it. Follow us on Instagram at Vanderpasta. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/Vanderpasta for exclusive content. And let's get into the show. Meredith, what do we do? Oh, this was the episode I hate. Oh, Meredith.
I know. This is like the lead up to like the next episode. Alicia and I watched these like 2 at a time.
The next episode is better.
Is a lot better. This one, okay, there's always those episodes and shows where it's like laying the groundwork for like the drama. So like this is that episode.
And it was rough because there's not even enough drama to lay down.
I know, but they're really like teeing it up. So like I get it, knowing what's about to come.
Oh, okay.
We're on a walk with mom and like the daughters, and mom gets a call.
This is Maddie. This is Maddie and Haley. Maddie and Haley. Grace is the one. She was not featured in either episode because she was the one who has a friend who's dating Gussie.
Okay.
So now I'm addicted to Grace, but she wasn't in these episodes, which I'm sad.
Okay, so we either get one of the lookalike girls or not. Like the other, they are the same person because they're never on camera together.
I love calling them the lookalike girls. Okay, go on. Sorry.
We get mom gets like a call from one of the sons, and I love how she's like, this family would die without me, because this family truly would.
I would.
I kind of want to be her kid. She kind of seems pretty good. Like
she seems like a dope ass mom.
Yeah, she's friends with her kids.
Yeah, and none of her kids, as far as we know, have like police records or
nobody's doing too bad.
People, so they all turned out like fine.
Honestly, for this like lax parenting, I'm shocked at how good these kids are.
Yeah, I would have thought at least 4 got arrested, which I'm sure Billy and Gussie have gotten arrested, but it probably was like public urination or something. It's my guess.
So they say that mom never takes time for herself. Like, when was the last time she did anything? Well, funny you ask because Dad just asked me on a date.
Oh my God. That's cute. Awkward dad takes out cool mom.
Now that is his name Peter, the youngest kid?
Yeah,
Now that
Peter.
Peter's like 12, Mom and Dad can
12.
do things again.
Yeah, mom really had to give 12 years of her life just to Peter. And now she can date because 12
I mean,
12 makes Peter okay to stay home by himself, even though he has like a million siblings that could hang out
that
with
range
him.
from like 16 to 27.
Yeah, Peter's fine, but mom has to keep her baby together. Also, all those pictures of her fucking babies around the house. This is a haunted house.
They're different pictures than the ones we saw earlier in the season.
She has so many pictures of babies painted. This is my nightmare. If I just
it's kind of like, you know how people
house.
have those like glass dolls?
This is that. Yeah.
This is that for her.
That was the vibe these pictures really give me. I hate it.
Next up we move on to Haley. Like where's Haley and Clark? Where'd they leave it? They're on a break.
They're on a break. We were on a break.
Because what does that mean? Does that mean they are together?
I hate it. I hate breaks unless there's like rules.
Yeah, we don't get any information. All we know is they're on a break.
Let's be upfront. They're broken up.
They're broken up. That's what I think they are.
Clark takes it really hard, I'm sure. He's in St. Louis forever, doesn't vacation. He doesn't seem like the kind of dude who even cares.
No.
Clark's a wet noodle. Like, I have no other way to describe Clark besides like a wet noodle of a person.
A large wet noodle. And
he's humongous. And Haley's cool, man. So I think she can do better.
She is just the most chill. She has emotions and feelings and like cares about things, but she's not like freaking out for no reason.
No, she is
or
the
just
voice
giving
of reason.
us nothing. She is giving us exactly how a normal person would act, which I appreciate.
Yes. Yeah. She's not over the top like a Gussie or a mom, but she's not so down under like the lookalike sisters that we don't even know their names. Like, Haley's right where we need to be.
Exactly. And I love how they comment, how weird is it that Billy's in a relationship for a year and Haley's single? Like, what alternate universe are we living in?
The lookalike sister totally roasted Haley. And I was like, girl, didn't you go to prom with some weird ass ginormous lookalike noodle?
Oh, like, was it Maddie who went to prom?
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
6-ish teen, I think. But yeah, this girl, shut the fuck up, Maddie. Go back home.
Yeah,
with your dog.
You know nothing.
Ugh. But yeah, okay. But mom hates Billy's girlfriend.
Yeah,
Marissa, everyone hates Marissa. For the next 48 hours, we're just going to talk about how much we hate Marissa.
Yeah, it's all she wants is her social media followers is the new thing.
But she wants Billy to buy her trips and stuff. Which, like, okay,
they always talk in very like big sense of the like very vague things. Like, she wants her to buy her trips, and I'm like, okay, give me an example of when Billy had to buy or pay for a whole trip.
It was the Europe comment. When are we going to Europe?
Oh my God, she made one comment. No, but then they talk about how like they go on all these trips and all she does is post them on social media. Fucking course, she's a millennial. Like,
she's trying to be an influencer. She's trying to be an influencer. Like, do I think she really likes Billy? I don't know. And I kind of don't care. Do I think she's pumped to be on this TV show and get some fucking followers? Yeah. I think this bitch wants to be an influencer.
But the whole, oh my God, she goes on these trips and posts it on social media. Of course she fucking would, even if I had her body,
I would be posting nude. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, everyone?
Too far.
So she can post whatever the fuck she wants. Maybe she should post a picture with Billy, though. You know, like, just like
that's that's their point. Is it's like a bunch of solos and she's not like posting about her trip. She's posting her.
Yeah, I don't know. That was my only thought, was like, where's Billy in these pictures?
Yeah, but you think production's gonna grab photos of her and Billy to like?
I don't know.
I need a timestamps on those, like, photos.
Also, listen, I watch a lot of reality TV. Sometimes they pull pictures with the person they're dating. Sometimes they don't. I don't know.
Just saying.
I didn't see this girl's Instagram before they broke up, which we've already talked about on this podcast. But if I had, I would have been interested to see how many pictures with Billy there are. Also, I think it's stupid when you delete pictures because I want to creep.
No, I delete shit like that too.
I want to creep.
I know. Well, we get a creep on just the show version. Billy and Marissa go on a date. I don't even know what this restaurant is, but it's awesome because it's right next to the Arch.
It's very cool. I also
it has to be the Hilton is what I'm thinking.
Oh, maybe.
There's a Hilton ballpark, like right next to the ballpark with the Arch right there.
Swag. Billy's really putting out his wallet on this one year.
I know. This is Billy's shocked. This is his longest relationship, but it's because he actually sees a future with her.
Oh, and he feels so awkward still after 1 year.
I love them talking about their first date. This makes me feel like they are normal people who do like each other.
I'm sorry. Did they fucking starve themselves on this date? This is how you know Meredith and I are 26.
Wait,
and
but
do not give a
fuck. The guy wasn't eating, you would eat.
I would say, why aren't you eating?
Okay, I agree with that.
Before this, like I
agree with that. But if a guy wasn't eating and there was no opening to like bring it up normally, I wouldn't really eat either. That would make me so self-conscious.
I would straight up be like, "Are you not going to eat that?" Like,
I'm trying to think if I've ever really eaten on like a date.
Or I'd be like, "Did they mess it up? Do you want to order something else?"
I feel like I always do drinks. I don't do like appetizers
because
for a first
you never, you know what? They fucked up. Even though the relationship has been one glorious year, they fucked up. You never do a first date where you're eating because if you need to get out of that, if you need to get out, you have a whole meal.
Yes, it's so easy to put and you bring cash in case you just need to put cash on the table for your side of the drinks and get out of there.
You do a drink. You can always pull the, oh my God, my roommate fell down the stairs, I gotta go stuff or whatever you want to do. But that dinner, you're stuck there eating your cold French fries, being sad because your date's not eating. So you're starving yourself.
Hey, at least they took it to go. Billy said they had a lot of to-go fajitas.
Also, don't go to Mexican food on the first date.
No.
There's no attractive way to eat Mexican food.
And that is where you eat the most because of the chips and salsa and the guac.
Yeah. And then you're gassy after. Go somewhere else. Like, I do not care
Sushi.
Sushi's great.
Although that's hard to eat,
I also think salads are very unattractive to eat. I know a lot of people get salads.
Burgers. There's no good food to eat. This is why you don't eat. You get appetizers on the first date.
You know what's a good one? Steak. Take me out for steak on my first.
I'm in. Fuck yeah. Lobster.
Lobster's really easy to eat. Everyone's a mess eating lobster. Okay, sorry.
Oh my God, I love it.
This podcast is more about us than the show.
100%. Especially this one. I hate these people are so annoying. They're not even worth basically the only thing we get out of this is Billy or they talk again about maybe where they're gonna live. So
will we move to St. Louis or Dallas? TBD.
But I mean, actually, the best thing out of this little segment is when they're in their interview section and Billy's like, I mean, have you thought about moving in here?
Oh my God. Yeah. I was like, will she move into Billy's room? Find out next episode.
With the baby picture on the wall.
And his mom downstairs. Because she's like, you only live with your mom. And he's like, well, I come home and my mom makes it really comfortable for me. So why would I live anywhere else? Which if a 26-year-old dude fucking said this to me, I'd punch him.
I would be scared. As Alicia and I currently are podcasting from our parents' houses.
Listen,
I do not even want to tell a boy I live here.
Am I comfortable? Yeah. Does my mom make dinner every night? Sure. I mean, occasionally I pitch in and do whatever, right? But for the most part, do I have free washer, dryer, and everything? Yeah. Do I want to live here forever? No. I hope my parents are alive when I'm 65 and retired because this is ideal for my 65 retired self. 26 me wants to die. So
I can do it for the 2 months I'm about to be here and it's fine. I know I'm saving money. It's worth it. But I'm not like, hey, cute boy, do you want to come back to my mom and dad's house?
Would you ever think about moving into my parents' house with me forever? Probably. Let me know.
Miserable. Absolutely not.
Marissa, for the first time, I was like, girl,
Run.
You need to get out of this relationship.
Yes. This is where I'm like, these are red flags from Billy.
Yeah, not just the family. This is straight up Billy's issue. We go shopping.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Do you have something else to say about Marissa?
No, I was about to say exactly what you just said. And I hate this scene.
Okay, so the dad, first off, dad is jacked. Who the fuck would have thought?
Insanely.
Because he looks like a nerd.
Well, he just looks like, you know how it seems like when people get older, your muscles get a little
that he's jacked.
That's not him.
Jacked. 2, he hates skinny jeans. He calls them nut huggers. Yes. 3, this is the most personality we've ever seen from dad. I loved him. So much.
I just hated this idea of doing this.
And 4, Billy and Gussie say that not only do their personalities get them girls, but also their style. And I just want to say it is neither. It's their money.
100%.
Let's get that out there.
Here's the thing. They have good style because they have money. Like, it's not hard to put in a preppy outfit together. You just have to make sure the colors don't look crazy.
When you can afford it and you have 3 sisters and an overbearing mother around to make sure you look okay. But also, if these 2 approached me, I'd be like, oh, yeah, they look nice. Their personalities kind of suck. But wait, who are they?
What's their last name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
The one actually great thing we learned here, in my opinion, is that mom and dad met in the 80s. This place is called Grant's Farm. Anheuser-Busch owned it, and it's kind of like a mini zoo, like really close to my house. It's like 15 minutes away. And Ulysses S. Grant owned it, and then Anheuser-Busch bought it. And so there's all these animals. It's free, and you take a tram through this wildlife preserve area. And the best thing is you get 2 free beers at the end. And so but back in the day, you could it was all you could drink. There wasn't a limit. My parents used to go there every Friday afternoon and take my cousins.
Yo, that's dope. You know what? Part of me was like, why did the dad have to get a job if he
was just
I
bet volunteering.
But now I get it. They owned it. That makes so much more sense. And then they hired her, and she worked with the monkeys, and he saw her and thought, wow, if she's that good with a monkey, she must be great with a ape, which is hilarious. The mom interrupts and goes, ape, which was the fucking funniest joke she's ever made. I laughed out loud. Other than that, I was wondering what this zoo was.
It's great. I paid $5 in high school to ride a camel.
Whoa, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was cool.
Cool. What a time. This zoo. Yeah. Well, you have been to where this family was created.
Yes, multiple times.
This was it. I wonder, they talk about where they have had sex, and I wonder if they've had sex in that zoo.
Oh, 1,000% they have. There's no way they don't.
Cool. Nice. What's next? I don't even know.
We have Billy and Jake grabbing some drinks over in the Central West End. This made me sad because a lot of these places that I think the place they're sitting in and the one across the street are both closed permanently because of COVID. I know. It's wild to see this from so long ago and how much things have changed.
Oh no. Well, luckily they got some Busch money before because we know Billy picked up this tab, but before they closed.
Yes.
All right. Well, Jake misses his buddy because Billy's always with Marissa, but
which is dumb because they're long distance. Billy's not always with Marissa.
I literally can't. But I do kind of get this because I have a friend who I didn't see all of COVID. We were really close. Basically, it was my best friend's boyfriend's roommate. Mm-hmm. So the 4 of us would always hang out, and it was so fun. And they got a girlfriend, and she was long distance, and all they did was FaceTime each other. I didn't see him for a fucking year.
Maybe a long distance is worse.
Given I didn't live with this guy, Jake clearly lives at the Busch estate. Clearly. Yes. I don't know where else this man would live. He doesn't seem to do anything. But so they could just be on FaceTime. Also, though, I find that hard with the family that he has. Maybe Jake just wants one-on-one time. That's probably hard.
That's probably it. Like he sees him. He has time with him. He doesn't have quality time with him.
Ugh, Jake's a quality type of guy.
Seems like it. But I love how Billy basically mentions that he like loves Marissa, and Jake freaks out and is like, do you love her like you love socks, or do you like love her like you should love a girlfriend?
I hope one day a guy tells me I love you more than I love my socks. That's my criteria from now on. That was
like, I really love my socks.
He's like, I love my socks, but I love her like a person. Any person, honest.
But he doesn't even say, do you love her like you love socks, or do you love her like a girlfriend? He says, like, you should love a girlfriend. Like, because they don't even know what that actually should like.
Jake's never had that in his life, and Billy's never made it to a year. But it seems like he's in love with everyone. He falls hard.
Oh my God. I just love it. And Billy's like, no, like a girlfriend, like not like socks. Jake
loves his socks.
I guess so.
They keep his feet warm in that wet.
Ew.
He loves his socks.
But this is when Jake is like, listen, I get you have concerns. Or Jake gives his concerns, and Billy is like, listen, I get it. I'm going to Dallas, though.
I'm moving to Dallas, so you'll never see me again. This is it. This is our final beer. Get it in your head, Jake.
And, of course, Jake is chugging it. Because how else?
Oh, my God. This man
beer?
drinks disgust. Can you imagine being on a first date with this man? This man, Jake, you are
we watched it. We watched it with the mom. Mom, Jake first date.
It was absolutely disgusting. Some people are gross when they eat. Like, I'm kind of a gross eater.
Yeah, because I just
gross drinker.
It just is messy sometimes.
I always miss my mouth.
You're not a gross eater. You're a messy eater.
I'm extremely messy. He's a gross drinker. Like, I just don't know what to do with him.
No. Well, speaking of mom dates, mom and dad go on their dates. This, again, by the way, is on my apartment street.
Oh my God. Do you know where they went? Have you been there?
Well, this is also closed now.
Oh, R.I.P.
But I love how they're like, we used to like come down here every Friday night and go dancing all before we had responsibility. Don't forget they have that 12-year-old at home.
12-year-old that's finally home to stay, or finally old enough to stay home alone. Listen, I took no notes besides the fact that they had sex in Busch Stadium.
Okay, also it's the old stadium. There's a new one that's been built since.
But I want to know, have you had sex or know anyone who's had sex in either stadium?
No.
I don't know anyone that's had sex at a baseball game, period.
Here's how the only way I could think you could do it, which they have obviously access to other places though, but a normal person is just in a like family restroom. You know how they have like the family restrooms or like the handicap restrooms? That's just like one.
Listen, if I'm rich, if I'm this dad, I'm going to get a private box. I'm going to lock that box door and tell all the workers don't come visit. And we're going to have sex while watching the baseball game.
Here's the thing is they probably did it not during the baseball game. They have access to that stadium. So you can just kind of go and do it. Like they probably went in early and did it. Or like were there late. Or found an office. Like they have access to the offices.
It must be so fucking cool to be rich and have access to something like that.
I know.
My ass was going to do a work and potentially be on TV accidentally.
No. Like there are so many other places that you don't even think exist in that stadium that's probably where they did it.
Cool. Well, it's tainted forever. Well, it's not.
Well, now that's where the old stadium used to be is where Ballpark Village is now.
Cool. So now when you step foot on Ballpark Village, you should think of these two doing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna think of when I come visit.
I love it. Well, next up I don't even know where this scene takes place. I always wonder where it actually is, but they're talking about the building of the brewery. They have those like plans.
They have blueprints.
We still haven't started it, and it's going to take a full year to build. I'm tired of just talking about the idea of this place.
Meredith, we're going to break ground in the next couple of months, so if you could just be patient.
No, I have zero patience.
But Billy doesn't have patience either because he might not fucking be here in a few months because he drops the bomb that he's going to Dallas.
Yeah, this is actually kind of nerve-wracking. Can you imagine your family business is like, hey, we're finally going to break ground in 2 months. And you're like, well, that's awesome. Super excited. I'm actually going to leave and not be a part of this anymore.
And literally do nothing in Dallas because.
With the person you hate.
Yeah. Haha. And mom was like, Mom, this is where she cracks me up. She was like, wait, I thought they were just going to be long distance forever. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what fantasy world you live in, Mom, but it's not usually how that goes. But I love the positivity.
Like, things are just going to stay as they are. And I get kind of annoyed because she says she doesn't approve of all this and she's upset, but I don't like that she's giving Billy different advice from like Haley. Their situations are different, but it seems like Billy isn't allowed to just like go do what he wants and live in a city he wants, even though they're trying to push like Clark to Haley. I guess Clark and Billy are the ones that are like the comparison. It's
because they like Clark. They've known Clark for 8 years. Clark has his own money, so he's not after the family's money. And
Marissa has a job. She's not like homeless.
That's true. But Clark probably isn't on Instagram posting thirst traps. I can't picture Clark having an Instagram or caring about anything. So
Clark is posting like a picture of a lake with no one in it.
No one.
With an Instagram filter slapped on it.
So that's why I think it's been 8 years. They know Clark. They know his family. Like everything. Like Haley has met Clark's family. It just seemed like a healthier, even though it was a horrible relationship, it was healthier. This, I get it. Billy is a fucking grown ass man who acts like a child, but maybe if his mom would stop, he could move to a different city. I totally get it. However, he's dating a girl that the family already doesn't like. So they're apprehensive about him leaving. 2, he is going to be in Dallas doing nothing. So he's going to be completely dependent on this girl. Given so would have Clark, but he did have a job and say, I don't know.
I think his can move more so than Billy's.
Yes, Billy's literally building a brewery in St. Louis. So I don't know how he'll do that from Dallas. Also, though, Billy hasn't met Marissa's parents, which I think is kind of a red flag after a year. Do I know where Marissa's parents live? No. Do I care? Not really. But the family is like, it's been a year if you're getting this serious. Listen, my family would be like, we better know the ins and outs of this man before you move in with him. Given I'm not moving in until who knows when. Also, Clark and Haley, it's a lot normal after 8 years to move in together than 1 year. I think 1 year they could still be a serial killer. Tell me I'm wrong.
I guess it's not even just like him moving there. It's that they're like he's leaving behind all of his family stuff. He's moving to a new city and he's moving in with this girl. Like, I feel like if he wasn't moving in with Marissa, the family could maybe get a little bit more on board. Yeah. There's a lot of, I think, red flags. Also, this family is so damn involved. This mother babies her children, specifically her boys.
She makes them no damn tomorrow.
What is it called when you're codependent?
Oh my God. Billy loves his motherfucking mom. And though Haley also loves her mom,
Haley wants space.
Haley wants space, and she's going out there for a career to like try and better. Billy would literally move to Dallas for a girl.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's right, but you should have a plan. Billy is a housewife. He is on the Real Housewives of Dallas coming up. We are very excited.
Oh my God. Well, because of all this, we're having a family meeting
to discuss Billy.
Okay. Listen, this is not how family drama happens. I have family drama going on right now, and it is a game of telephone. You don't get everyone together because then it's plausible deniability about like, no, I never said that, because you only have it's a he said, she said that. You don't want a whole family. Yeah.
This straight up sucks. Billy's not even here. So we're just discussing it on the side, which is what
I want to know where the fuck Billy is, because even Jake is here.
I was like, why the fuck's Jake here? That's the other part. Listen, I, for a little bit, was like, I don't even see Peter. Peter was there. He was blocked by Jake's ginormous body. But why are we just playing telephone together? We're still doing like let's talk about it. Everyone's already been talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it with Billy, maybe. And we can nicely air our concerns so that it doesn't.
Yeah. Why are we getting everybody together without Billy? Like, the best is just have Billy here. So then the blood's on everyone's hands.
So basically Haley is the only voice of reason that's like, hey, maybe we should let him make his own mistakes. And if he loses the family fortune, I don't think that'll happen, but it should be fine.
Yeah.
Maddie hates Marissa. Just
the
wants his
lookalike
money.
Twins, like, are
One of
the
them
biggest
doesn't speak.
voices.
One of them doesn't speak. The other one hates Marissa. Gussie thinks that Marissa's sketchy. This is where I wrote, Jake is at this family meeting because God knows why. So Haley is basically like, think about it as Marissa. This family is so scary to come into.
Yes.
I agree. I was going to slide in the DMs until I watched this, and now I want nothing to do with Billy. Jake and is now in charge of telling.
I love it. I love how they're like, they go from, first they kind of try and get Gussie to do it. And Gussie's like, I'm good. And so they're like, well, Jake, I think it's best if the friend tells him.
And Jake says no. And the parents are like, Jake, you need to be a good friend. And
he stands up. I'm out.
And they're like, why are you leaving? And I want to be like, because he said no.
Yeah. And you guys are, you're trying to make him, they're literally trying to pin it on one person. So the parents don't like lose their relationship with the son, which I get this.
It's Jake though. Because he's not a part of the family.
I get this. We really want to tell my brother something. And it's like, who's going to tell him? Let's try and get mom and dad to be the bad guy. And it's like, me and my sister are like, oh, we want them to tell him this. Like, this isn't going to happen.
You need a best friend who's part of the family, but not.
That's funny because my parents actually brought up his best friend.
Oh my God. See, this is it. Your parents must watch this show. Because you don't give a fuck about the best friend. So if you lose him, it's like, oh, well.
It's like, I need the best friend to do some light recon. You have to slowly put it into their head and make it their idea. You don't just go, Jake, it's your responsibility.
Yeah, I also think Jake is not a highly trained agent to do this. It takes a very gentle mind.
I agree.
Jake is not what I'd call gentle, because considering he breaks
the chair. Yeah, Jake stands up and the dad goes, sit down. And then he can't even sit down on a chair right.
I thought he missed the chair. Like, I thought Peter next to him maybe pulled the chair back and like was going to make him fall. But no, he straight up
fell onto it. Yeah.
He broke that chair.
He's, oh my God, so dumb.
And then the parents ride on horses. I don't know what they talked about. I zone out.
I zone out on it too now. I literally always go, mom and dad on carriage.
I'm sure they talk about how much they hate Marissa and they love Billy. Like, they just recap the episode, basically.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm concerned.
But we're in love, so fuck them.
Well,
they talk about how lucky they are.
You know what's funny is the scenes I hate the most, I end up loving when we talk about them.
Like the
family meeting, I'm like, oh my God.
But I was so invested in that because it sucked so much.
I just think it's hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because like my family is literally going through this and this is not how anybody does it.
No.
But I honestly don't even think it's the camera. I think they would do this.
I think they would too. And that's the sad part.
I just don't think Peter or Jake would be there.
No, this family is too involved. Listen, a normal family such as ourselves will telephone it. We'll maybe get 2 or 3 people together. Like, you're probably talking to your sister. You just gossip about it in the background
until it blows up.
Yes. Families that are too involved, this is what happens. We call a full family meeting. We invite the neighborhood kid named Jake. Peter is here, even though he's fucking 12 and can't even make himself a sandwich without burning the house down. And that's why mom hasn't had a life. So this is the meeting. And
it all comes full circle.
It all comes down to Jake.
So obviously I'm expecting nothing to go well.
Also, where's Abby? She's still.
Who the fuck is?
She's the other missing sister that has only been in the first episode.
Was she not at this? Did you pause and like look at everyone?
I don't know for sure, but it was Haley and 2 other girls. So it was either the lookalike sisters or one of them was Abby.
Well, that makes me want to look her up on Instagram as our person.
I do look up Abby. She was the top person that came up when I looked up Busch. And she's just chilling. But her bio says...
but did she promote it? Did she... Yeah.
Her bio says Busch family brewed on MTV. So yeah, she promoted it.
Is it ABBEY?
But I think she might be in Florida because I think she lives in Florida.
Oh, in a sense, like if
they were filming during college or something, and
she's not even verified. That's how out of this she is.
Yeah. No, she has no personality TV thing. I also think we should shout out Peter in this episode. He has one Instagram post, and it is him with a cigar and some champagne. And he looks not 12, he looks 22.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So again, and he has no bio. His picture you would never register.
Wow, Abby Busch doesn't even really post.
Yeah, Abby Busch did not get anything from the show because she was not there. I know Peter more than I know Abby Busch.
Seriously.
But like Maddie's not verified either. But Haley is, Gussie is, Billy is, Grace is.
Jake?
I don't know. I'm looking at a family photo, and though Jake is part of the family, he's
part of the
not
big family discussions.
He is not
Abby
in this photo. I don't know. I guess I could look up Billy, and then I'm sure he has a picture somewhere with Jake. I would imagine. Let me look him up. Jake.
It's okay. Jake. It just seems like Abby's doesn't.
What even would be his last name? Oh, no. Oh, this might be him. TV personality, Busch Family Brewed at MTV. But if this is him, he lost a ton of weight.
Shut up.
Whoa.
What's his last name?
It's
Jake.
Fusia.
Fusia.
I mean, he's still ginormous, but he is skinny and majinny.
Damn. Okay, half of it's the beard too, let's be honest.
I feel
like the beard makes him look a little heavier anyway.
He went from offensive lineman to like blocker. Like he's still huge. He just has muscle now.
Yeah, his face is a lot thinner.
He does a side by side on April 1st. Blah blah blah. It's filled with situations, obstacles, roadblocks, tests. He's down 50 pounds in weight. Back from Animal House to B. Cooper's cousin. I don't know what that means. He lost 50 pounds.
Wow.
Holy shit. Good for Jake.
Look at Jake.
I knew I should have slid into his DMs. R.I.P. Also, he has a picture with Kelsey from Siesta Key, if you guys watched that on MTV. That's
wild. I guess that makes sense, though.
My worlds collide. Good for him. I think this might be his girlfriend. Let me look. Let me look up this bitch he took a picture with. I don't know how to find her. I don't think she's tagged. Oh, here she is. His third picture, he's tagged with a girl. Or he posed with a girl. Do you see her?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if that's his girlfriend or if I should still slide in the DMs.
Oh my God, that was from like 2013.
The third picture? It was from June 16th.
The last, I'm at the way bottom.
Okay.
Anyways.
The third picture from that. It doesn't matter. But Jake's down 50 pounds. Abby doesn't exist. And Peter's a mobster. So
so there's the most normal people in this family meeting. And then
Ray.
The two most normal, and Jake is the least normal.
Jake's not verified, but he is a Super Coffee ambassador, and you can get a discount, I assume, with the code SuperJF15.
Go support our guy.
So, hooray. All right, well, what an episode. Let's do the next one.
Yeah, let's just zoom on to that next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.